These Moldovan protesters are expressing their outrage against their pro-European leaders. Most have come from Gagauzia, an autonomous region with pro-Russian sentiment. Vlada Versinin, a journalist for one of the few independent outlets there, came to meet them.
People claim they're unhappy because justice is controlled by the government, yet they themselves are controlled by pro-Russian forces. It's ironic. Most of them are elderly. They're paid to come here. And when you talk to young people holding signs, they too can't even explain what's written on them.
As parliamentary elections draw close, Moscow is stepping up interference against the current government. Gagauzia has historical ties to Russia and is ruled by pro-Kremlin leaders, a fertile ground for electoral manipulation. In 2024, 95% of voters rejected Moldova's EU referendum.
We want neutrality, sovereignty, and independence. To be free people. We don't want to choose sides, but it's good to live with Russia, because all the resources that sustain us come from there. Gas, fuel, electricity, this all costs money, and we can't survive without it.
In Gagauzia, people mainly get their information through pro-Russian propaganda outlets. Moscow frequently infiltrates social media networks, playing on fears about the EU and the war in Ukraine to sway voters. At Comrad's Market, local politician Ivan Cilic, a critic of Maia Sandu's government, has come to listen to the frustration of residents.
We need to have the courage to say out loud that life is hard. Everyone knows it, but people stay silent.
Many blame the president's pro-European policies for their economic struggles.
It was much better when we exported our products to Russia. Last year, crops rotted in the fields. Farmers want to make a living too.
Originally of Turkish descent, the Gagauz are one of Moldova's many ethnic minorities. Back home, Ivan worries for the future and feels like his culture and livelihood is under threat, a narrative often amplified by the Kremlin.
Our autonomy was created to preserve our language and our culture, for our economy as well. It gives us the right to strike agreements with any country or city willing to support us. That's crucial. But the government won't allow it. In reality, even if we have allies in Europe, Turkey or Russia, we cannot do anything directly.
Few in Gagauzia speak fluent Romanian, the country's official language. But this could change. After her day teaching in high school, Maria Pitel runs evening Romanian classes for adults.
It's essential in every field. When people share a language, cooperation is easier, freer. Borders open up.
The government set up the program to break the region's isolation.
Access to information in different languages opens doors and exposes people to other opinions. Since we live in this country, it's crucial to know the language. And that's the most important of all: communication for peace and mutual understanding.
Inside the school, an exhibition highlights Gagauzia's complex history and identity.
In 1812, this region was taken from the Turks by the Russians. The Gagauzis stayed, adopting Russian beliefs, traditions, and land. The Russian Empire gave them this land to settle. Later, the Soviet Union developed education and the economy. That's why they remain loyal. They say everything they have today is thanks to Russia.
We meet journalist Vlada Versinin back in her newsroom, where she continues her fight to highlight alternative voices in Gagauzia. Despite periodic harassment from locals and regional authorities, she refuses to give up.
In this period, it's vital for us to stay active and visible in the media space so that people don't drown in propaganda that shows only what they want to see. Even if we reach just 10, 15, 30, or 100 people, if we can make them question the propaganda even a little, our work won't be in vain.
Moldovan authorities have flagged Gagauzia as one of the main targets of Russian interference ahead of the September 28 elections. If no party secures an absolute majority, difficulties in forming the next government could lead to political instability.